What's good, podcast world? What's good, YouTube?
Sixers are in trouble. I need a top five.
Man, let's get into best of the week, man. What's good, podcast world? What's good, YouTube? Back for another episode of Charging to the Game Sports and Sports Betting Podcast, man. Brought to you by the BetUS Sportsbook app and Simply 8 Vitamin Gummies, man. So as you can see, the crew's all here today, man. But fellas, man, we're back, man. Back, full crew. What's up, fellas?
What's up? What's up? Football is back. Opening week of training camp. So that is a beautiful thing.
We got a loaded show for you guys today. We got the AFC North division. And we got the AFC West division. So two of the hottest divisions in football, man. So share the show. If you're on the YouTube channel, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave some comments. Please do not get too crazy in the comment section on there. And then also Apple Podcasts, Spotify, the Instagram page, the Instagram handles are up, man, and everything like that as well. But like I said, AFC North and AFC West, man. But before we get into that, like I said, training camp kind of started today, and we were kind of just chopping it up before the show, fellas, about some of the headline and stories, man. So, I mean, there's so much to talk about, but, I mean, what do you guys want to talk about? What were the headlines heading in the training camp that you guys really heard about? I
mean, I heard about Baltimore. It's a lot of is Lamar Jackson deserve the money? I've been hearing that a lot. People been talking shit about that. That's what I've been hearing too.
What's your opinion on it?
Yeah.
Who you gonna pay? I'm not gonna be honest with you. Who you gonna pay? If you ain't got a better option,
yeah. Look, and he is the only one with an MVP. Deshaun Watson has never won an MVP, and he got a guaranteed contract, fully guaranteed.
Yep.
Kyler Murray has never won an MVP. I mean,
I'm never gonna know it's my cousin though. But
we gonna talk about that, bro.
Josh Allen got a big deal. Never won an MVP.
I'll say this about the Lamar situation. This kind of hits home because obviously we're close to Baltimore. It was JU too. You know, you obviously you're away right now, but I mean, what Lamar kind of does for that city and that area, that location, him being a likable guy, obviously him being African American, being relatable. You seen pictures of him on social media. He, you know, like real Baltimore inner city people just walking up to him. You know what I mean? Just him being out in public in the city of Baltimore. That's you know that's a lot in itself. You know what I mean? Especially like I said, we from kind of around that area. We know what Baltimore's about. It's not the safest place in the world. You know what I mean? Especially after certain hours.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think Lamar definitely deserves that contract, man. I look at that Ravens offense. They have yet to give him a legit number one wide receiver. They got Bateman. I love Bateman. Is he ready for the number one corner? We're gonna see. I like Devin Duvernay. I don't know about that, but Andrews is a beast. But go ahead, Z. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying losing Marquise Brown is going to be a big loss because
he's trash to me. I'm sorry.
Man, me and you here, bro. I'm about to say.
Freaking
never played to the level.
Who do they have? Who do they have?
I mean, I'd rather have Duvernay than him, bro. I mean, he dropped a wide open. You saw the Lions game? This guy, Lamar, threw the most beautiful pass I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. Right down the sidelines. He was like throwing on the run and everything, like corner pocket towards the sideline, and this guy's wide open and drops the ball. He's done shit like that all last season.
Because they've done him a disservice. He has no weapons.
Yeah, that's
besides Andrews, the tight end. The tight end is
Andrews.
I mean, and Camp and Sarah, he got butterfingers too. So.
and the situation is super awkward because I mean Lamar going on social media making things public, but he did show up to camp and his quarterback coach showed up to camp too. I mean, what other MVP goes into a contract year without a contract? Wow. And he's smart because now the price is just going up and up and up.
Yep.
And he won't accept anything less than 100% fully guaranteed
I mean,
Kirk Cousins or Deshaun Watson. Only 2 players in the NFL that got fully guaranteed contracts.
You kind of got to give it to him, man, because I mean, he is the whole Ravens offense. Like, every
it depends
game
on the owner's money, though. Because what I was reading about this, to guarantee a contract 100%, they got to have all that money in escrow. So if they're given a $400 million contract, the owner has to have $400 million cash in escrow because it's guaranteed.
That makes sense.
And not every ownership group has that deep pockets that Cleveland has.
Let me ask you this: he's not looking for Mahomes type money, is he?
He's looking to be top paid. The next one up, everyone up is trying to raise it up a little higher.
Yep, and that's why he waited.
Now the only one, so Kyler slid in number 2, right behind Aaron Rodgers, but
that's kind of laughable. We're gonna talk about that to me. I mean, now let's talk about this Kyler Murray situation. Ooh. Now, Jay, for people that don't know, that's Jay's cousin, all right? You see the resemblance. You see my man. They're the same family. They come from the same bloodline. You know what I mean?
I don't have the forehead that he have. You know what I'm saying? But we still here. The height is there.
Yeah. But Jay, I mean, so brother, your cousin, Mr. Kyler Murray, man. Can you get him off the sticks, bro? I mean, from what I understand, they put a Madden clause in my man's contract. Bro, what's going on with that one? Like, I'm all for Madden. I love Madden too, but bro, we kind of regular everyday guys. You know what I mean?
Hey, bro, you do what you make you happy, bro. If I'm at the helm and if that's what I want, that's what I'm gonna go get. All right, y'all can go ahead and be busting y'all ass. I'm gonna be back here playing Madden and the film and the cut. So Madden right here.
I'll say this. So what Madden is he playing? Is he playing Madden on the video game, or is he playing Madden on the what is that little thing? The little vision.
Oh, the VR.
Like if he out there like that, then he can say, "Hey, I'm practicing." Then maybe he can kind of get away with it. But that's still a kind of a stretch. But I mean, how do you guys feel about that? Like, they put it in his contract. Pretty much, my man plays too much Madden.
Well, yeah, he's got to do 4 hours of studying at home every week.
Yep. Yep. That's crazy,
bro. Only 4 hours, bro. A week, only 4 hours a week.
What does that say about the team that they would put it in the contract, and what does that say about Kyler that he would sign the contract with that in there? That's a straight up insult.
Well, the organization, they're desperate. Yeah, I get it. I'll say this: the kind of like what I'll piggyback on what Jay said with Lamar. I mean, who else are you going to pay? Kyler Murray is still. I might joke on Kyler Murray and say he's a micro-miniature quarterback and all of this and that, but at the same time, I mean, if you look at his story since he came in the league over the past few years, his first 6 games of the season, he's hot as anybody in the NFL. Look how the Cardinals started off last year. And I always kept saying it. I said it last year, the season before. I was like, look, he's going to come out hot. The Cardinals are going to come out hot, and then they're going to cool off because Kyler Murray is micro-miniature. He's going to break down, dudes start hitting him. Bro, you can't be that small. You even saw in the playoff game last year. He was hurt in the playoff game. You know what I mean? He still played. He didn't play well at all. But, I mean, if you're that small and you got defensive tackles that run the same 40 and defensive ends that run the 6, they're going to catch you. And when they get you, they're going to lay some wood to you. So,
I mean, I sent you the picture. He's been lifting, trying to make himself sturdy. But I do say this, though. The line does matter as much as they had weapons. The line doesn't matter. I don't even worry about the Raiders with that. We can have as much weapons as they want. But that line's going to be very suspect. But I'm also looking at the contract, too. They're saying that study hours, like there's certain distractions he can't do. Citing no video games and no browsing the internet would disqualify him from getting that credit.
Was he watching porn?
At home? I mean,
at home. How are they gonna, quote unquote?
What, they're gonna have a camera in his house, and he's supposed to stay in this room, and then he's got a video game room where he looks at his phone and plays. I mean, you're giving this guy, you're making him the second highest paid player in the league, and you're saying you don't trust him to study and prepare to be a player.
Yeah, I think.
What does that say about Arizona as a front office or as? That's terrible.
But I'll say this though. I mean, they had to pay him, bro, because it's like if you don't, like, who are you gonna get? Like who? There's nobody. I mean, there's the only teams that are legitimate in the title contention are teams with a quarterback. Like I do get it. He's a little immature and stuff. He's still young. I get it, but I mean, he does have to grow up with the things with the social media and stuff like that. It's still a bad look for the NFL and the organization. But it's just like, yo, do you want Carson Wentz?
I mean,
you want Carson Wentz?
But look at any Super Bowl winning quarterback. So you mean Tom Brady?
That's Tom Brady.
That's Tom Brady, though. Come on, Big V. That's Tom Brady, though, bro. That's Tom come on Brady, now. Man.
I mean, literally, you have to put it in the contract that he's got to study 4 hours a week.
But do we think Kyler Murray's like he's? Do we really think like he's elite? Like Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady?
They're paying him like it.
But he's young. But it's just because of his youth, though. He's a franchise. You got to the quarterback is the only position you have to. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You have to overpay. Like, bro, I'll say this, Z. When we talk, you're gonna find out this season, bro. When them Steelers and you got fucking Mitch and everybody got Joe Burrow and Lamar and Deshaun's out there heating that ass up, and y'all got 6 wins. I'm telling you, like, man,
that ain't gonna happen.
Mitsubishi Mitch. If y'all get him, I may be acting a little funny. I mean, if y'all get Maserati Mitch, then we'll be talking about something different.
Mike Tomlin's had 18 straight winning seasons.
All right,
that's
a question.
And so I expect the same. So,
oh man,
but no,
I don't know, man.
So I just think it just sets a bad precedent, especially with the history of black quarterbacks in the NFL being stupid.
Yeah, that's not a good look.
And they're saying that they don't prepare, and you're going to put that in a contract, and Kyler Murray's going to sign a contract agreeing to have that in the contract.
Well, I mean, the thing about it, though, remember the organization at one point in time, they were blaming all this on Kyler Murray, though. Don't forget that. Remember, they were blaming the whole thing. They was like, Kyler Murray's the problem why we lost. Kyler Murray. Like, that was the thing.
Do you think that's the reason why they blamed it? Because they knew this nigga was out there playing video games? Like, after he like, man, fuck this fucking game. I got to finish my franchise.
I mean, he could.
I got a game tonight. You know, he in bad leagues and shit.
First, to put it in the contract and then to leak it publicly so everybody knows about it. This dude is supposed to be the face of your franchise. You just gave him $230 million, and that's what you think about it?
To be honest, I mean, with the Cardinals, I don't like the coach. I mean, he makes. I've already seen enough from him to see that they're not a serious contender. They might win a playoff game. They ain't gonna go to like the NFC title game or nothing like that. You know what I mean? Because I mean, this guy makes no adjustments. You play a team like the Rams. Play the Niners. I don't even know what the Niners, Trey Lance is gonna look like, but I know Kyle Shanahan's gonna make adjustments. What's the other dude? McVay's gonna make adjustments. I mean, you play teams like the Bucks. You play teams like I don't even know what the Eagles gonna look like. Eagles, you know what I mean? Eagles to me is gonna be a sneak. If Eagles
gonna be
AJ Brown.
That's my betting team.
Off the early, he already claimed it.
I'm worried we might this Eagles green, so I mean,
Jackals everywhere. Eagles green, New York hat. Be a Tampa fan. I don't know what to think.
Hey, I just like the money, man. Like I said, I put my fandom aside now for the money. If they was like, yo, you can't be a Bucks fan, or you can't, or you can't sports bet.
Being a fan is gone. Yeah, I'm a sports
being a fan. Yeah, like I said, and that's the thing is, I mean, I know a lot of people. Some people are going to be starting betting against their own teams. You know what I mean? And Jay, you actually kind of you was doing it last season a little bit. Fuck that team. They ain't paying no bills, bro.
Right, like Michael Jordan, fuck them kids, all right? Fuck them pick. I'm with it, 100%. If I see something that's sweet, I'm going to go get it. That's it.
I mean, the money.
I'm guilty.
Money, man. But let's get into this divisional stuff, man. So the first team on tap, fellas, man, was obviously the runner-up to the NFL championship. They were in the Super Bowl. We'll start with the Cincinnati Bengals, man. So the Cincinnati Bengals, they're coming back. They added some pieces. So some of the pieces that they added, big, huge pieces, man. So I mean, their biggest free agency signing was Lionel Collins, the right tackle from the Cowboys.
That's big, though.
Bro, I mean, an absolute monster of an offensive tackle. He's been on steroids. He's been on PEDs. I'm just telling you. I mean, I'm telling you.
And LSU guy.
Yeah.
So Joe Burrow.
That's
Joe
a
Burrow's
big motherfucker.
LSU.
I'm with the LSU. You know what time it is.
Joe took too many hits. I mean, they went offensive line. They had to.
Bro,
he just got surgery too, like last week.
Last week he got surgery.
They added him. Riley Reef's gone, but they did add him. What was this? What did they add?
The Bucks.
They added a guard.
Kappa.
Alex Kappa. They added him. They re-signed some pieces. And everything. Oh, they added Hayden Hurst, who's a solid tight end from the Falcons. Maybe he can resurge his career. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, the Bengals, they kind of snuck up on a lot of people last season. I mean, what do you guys think about them heading into the season? Like, because now they really snuck up on everybody last season. Like, we obviously had, what's the dude from Info Network? Steve White on the show. Yeah. We realistically asked him, like, yo, did you see this? He was like, hell no. They won like 3 games the year before. Yeah. So
I mean, the bones is there.
It's Joe. It is Joe. The difference is having a quarterback and not because he was hurt the year before.
Yep.
I mean,
that's it.
The quarterback, and they realized they don't have an offensive line, so they invested everything in the offensive line this offseason.
That's smart.
Are they going to have a Super Bowl hangover? They do have an issue with the safety Bates once it gets paid. So after Minka got that big contract, he's sitting there complaining he may hold out and demand a trade. So
I mean, they got the first round pick, Dax Hill working. They said, since he's not pressing the training camp, we got Dax Hill. We're gonna sign Logan Wilson. So I don't know, bro. I mean, Jesse Bates is nice, but do they bring him back? Do he gets the bag?
I mean, I think they do. I mean, Jesse Bates is probably. I do understand why Jesse Bates is mad. Is mad. I'm sorry. I mean, he looks at Minka Fitzpatrick. He is better than Minka Fitzpatrick.
And Minka is making 15 or 14 million more than him this year.
Yeah, that's why he's mad. Jesse Bates is absolute beast.
But no, if he signs the franchise, he'll get a nice contract for 1 year.
The thing is, that'll get taken care of. I'm just looking at this team. I'm just like, yo, you still got Boyd. You got young T. Higgins. He's going into his 2nd or 3rd year. You got Chase. I mean, bro, he looks like a young Odell Beckham or somebody. You know
yeah, he's nice. Hey, Chase the guy, bro.
Yeah, man.
Chase that guy.
I'm not gonna lie to you because I was kind of a little skeptical. I'm like, okay, he's blowing a little smoke, blowing smoke here and there, but the smoke is fire. But this nigga's a legitimate fire. Like when I saw him beat Ramsey up in the Super Bowl,
so Bates didn't report. Bates is sitting out. He didn't report the.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's why Dick's on side with Logan Wilson, Jermaine Pratt, something like that. Yeah, so
Logan Wilson sitting out the linebacker.
No, I'm saying he's working along that group.
Oh,
yeah,
okay, I got you.
Yeah, because
Yeah, and Dax Hill for a 1st round pick to take his spot. Something like.
I mean, Dax Hill be getting spice too, so they may have to pay Bates.
Oh man, camp just started. And they're already throwing hands. Well, that that's how camp is. You know what I mean? You kind of watch what is it, NFL Network. You kind of just tune in for the fights and all the little stuff that shenanigans that are happening early. But this Bengals team, I like them. I like a lot. Obviously, this is the division that was on the weaker side last year, and I'll say that because though you had an agent Ben Roethlisberger, and the Steelers' offense was complete trash in the offensive line. You had the Ravens, who were pretty much. Lamar
injured. The whole team
injured, bro. Their whole team, the whole team
was injured, so they come back fresh.
And then you had the Browns who have everything else, but they Baker is trash. He literally lost them games, but they're not gonna have that problem anymore. But
listen, not only that, you had injured Baker, so that's even worse. They wasn't. Yeah.
So we'll get into this before we move on to this other team. So they're over under. And we're doing it this week as well, guys. So for the odds for the betting stuff, so they got the Bengals at 9.5 wins. Their last season win total was 10. Now it's 9.5. So they're thinking that this division being a little bit more healthier, maybe a game or two, they'll probably lose. So I mean Bengals with the 9.5. What do you think of that?
Well, I mean, they got a tougher schedule, so that's where that comes from. And I mean, the history is the loser of the Super Bowl struggles the next year. The history of this league, the team that loses the Super Bowl the following year, the hangover is not good, and so that is based on the last 20 years of history.
I get that. I'm just like the Bengals with the 9.5 though. So I mean, like that's gonna be tough. I mean, we'll see what's gonna happen. Like their week 1 schedule. They play you guys week 1. Then they play Dallas. They play New York. They play Miami. Ravens, Saints, Atlanta, Titans.
Yes.
I mean,
so you look at the.
I can see that. I think I may be down with that. With a tougher division too, and also a lot of that depends on Deshaun Watson too coming back.
It does
because Deshaun comes back. If Deshaun comes back from whatever the legal issues going on, which we highly doubt, man.
They're out of division games. They got the Bills.
Okay, L. So no, I don't know.
At the Bucks. So I don't think they.
I will say this as a Bucks fan, if Todd Bowles' little stupid fat ass doesn't work with that secondary, Jamar Chase will have a Tyreek Hill type night. Remember when Tyreek Hill had like 200 yards in the first half? The Chase can do the same thing, dog. Because those corners are trash.
He can.
At the Titans, that's not easy.
Well, you got Ryan Tannehill. That's all I'm saying. I'm sorry, Titans. Y'all done, bro.
And then
Yeah.
And then, at the Jets, they lost to the Jets last year.
Oh no, that's barbecue chicken. I mean, I'm not buying that.
So with the 9.5, I mean, I'll say this. For me, with the 9.5, I'll take the over. Barely though. I mean, that's not a bet I would bet. I'll take the over. Yeah. I think they somehow win 10 games. I think they split with like teams like Baltimore and Cleveland. They might. I mean, depending on the Sean situation. If Jacoby Brissett's in there and that defense, the Bengals have a really good defense. I think they sweep them. But
and then history lesson: they have never swept the Steelers in the history of their franchise.
Right. See, I don't see them. I see.
The Steelers at the very least they're breaking.
I see the Steelers winning at home against the Bengals or something like that. So
all the teams: Cleveland, Baltimore, and Pittsburgh at home. Now Cincinnati will win at home versus Pittsburgh. I think they'll win at home versus Baltimore, and I think they will win at home versus Cleveland. It'll be like normal. They'll split.
What
win
you
at
got?
home, lose on the road.
So what you got before we move on? Over under?
I say under.
I say under too.
9 wins.
Yeah, if it's 9.5, it's got to be 9 on the dot. I'm with you, Ron. I'm not betting.
And it depends when Deshaun comes back too. So because if you get the Browns with what is it, Josh Rosen at quarterback. I mean,
Jay, that's your boy.
So
you love Josh Rosen.
I miss Josh Rosen. I missed on Josh Rosen.
So what is it? Josh Rosen and Jacoby Brissett battling in training camp. I mean, another interesting thing with the Browns. So none of their quarterbacks were on that team last year, so they all got to learn a new offense.
Yeah. That's a wrap then.
Yeah. I mean, moving on. So you guys got them under, and I got them over.
Of course.
So moving on, let's talk a little bit about this Ravens squad, fellas. So we talked about the Ravens a little bit earlier with Lamar and some of the pieces, but this year they're healthier, man. So they added a really good safety in Marcus Williams. They added Kyle Fuller, a local guy. Shout out to Kyle, man. I actually played with Kyle on the Maryland Crab Bowl team, man. So him and his brother. So shout out to him coming back home to the ball. I think they either went to Dunbar, one of them cities up top. I'm sorry, high schools up top. But he's back. Michael Pierce. They brought him back from the Vikings. A really good defensive lineman. Calais Campbell, his old ass. They brought him back. Sammy Watkins, they let go to the Packers. The Ravens really didn't lose anything major. They added Morgan Moses, another local guy, and everything like that. And they added some little solid pieces. They really didn't lose too much. And then they're coming back.
They drafted well, too. My bad.
Ravens always. No, go ahead. They always draft well. Yeah.
Jimmy Smith is a nice corner they lost.
He's old, man. He's old as shit.
He's been solid for a long time for them.
Yeah, he's slow as shit, though. I mean, I bet you would love him because, I mean, Claypool would smoke the shit out of him. Look at that. Look, I'm going to say this right now. Please, when we talk about the AFC, please don't listen to Z. He's going to get you know, he was a nice corner. Yeah, because Claypool used to smoke the shit out of his head.
100%. Cook him. They pull out, look at them barbecue chicken lined up. Dang, bro.
And then, I mean, Marquise Brown was their number one receiver. So,
yeah.
So, who was the guy they drafted last year? Bateman? What's his name? From Rashad Bateman from Minnesota.
What do we think about him, fellas? Is he legit? He's the number one.
He's the number one. So he's young. I mean, I like Bateman though. They have done Lamar wrong. They gave him no right.
You're right, though. You're right.
He's right. He's right.
He's got a tight end.
That's it.
Who else is he giving the ball to?
Nobody. I mean, Bateman may be all right, bro. You know,
I'm looking at their signings. The only offensive player they signed was Mike Davis, backup running back from Carolina. That's it.
The Ravens. The thing is, I mean, the Ravens. I don't know what they're doing at receiver. But yeah, they do gotta help him out. I agree. I mean, I like Bateman. Is he a legit number one? Is he ready for the number one corner?
That's a question.
What I mean? If the number one corner locks him up, is Devin Duvernay really the number two?
I mean, now that's where it falls off. You're right. There's one fail. There's a fail.
I don't even know who's the Ravens' second, third, and fourth receivers.
Yeah.
Look, Mark Andrews.
So Mark Andrews is going to get triple covered on every play, and somehow this guy still scores touchdowns, gets open. That's just crazy to me. But I mean, they do got J.K. Dobbins.
I was saying J.K. Dobbins. You know,
what that motherfucker.
Who's somebody else? Who's Nick Boyle? Is Boyle Boyle? I'm trying to think about
the tight end. They got him.
Tight end. Yeah, they still got the tight end.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of hard. We pulling for names, and that's in the area.
Think about it. Lamar is an MVP quarterback, and look at his weapons. Yeah. I mean, really, he's got Bateman as the one. Okay, Duvernay is a decent slot guy.
Who's the two?
Who else?
That's what I'm saying. Like, who is the second, third? Like, those are guys that are just like
Victor. Like, wait, I don't even know if that's his first name or last name. Benjamin Victor? Who is that dude?
Yeah, who?
I'm gonna say, ladies and gentlemen, it's hard for me to trust people with two first names. So yeah, as of right now, he's garbage to prove the otherwise.
Yo, who are these people? Like, literally, who are these people? Like, you know what I mean? It makes no sense to me.
So one of their starters is James Porcher,
a receiver
from SMU. You know him?
I mean, I've heard of. He was a rookie.
So he missed last year with COVID, so he didn't play at all last year.
I heard of him, but he's not gonna be. He's not NFL ready. Right?
He's listed as a starter. So the starters are Bateman, Duvernay in the slot, and then James.
I'll say this: if the Ravens, he was out. I see what you're saying. If he is who they think he is, like if they think he can really come out and be like, what's the dude from the Vikings and shit? The young guy.
No, don't talk about the LSU, the Justin Jefferson. My boy, he nice.
Yeah, if they think he's like can be like that, a trajectory like that, it's worth it. But I don't see it, man. I mean, we'll see what. I mean, the Ravens. Let me look at their schedule, man. Let me see. Well, first of all, before that, let me see what the over-under is. Baltimore Ravens 9.5, same as the Bengals, and this is where the team with no receivers. You know what I mean?
See, I could see the division going 9-9-9-9. All of them winning 9 games.
Man, yeah. Oh my God, the Ravens. So 9.5 with the Ravens. That's tough with no receivers. I mean, everybody is healthy. I mean, their defense is going to hold.
Lamar playing in a contract year. Is he going to be cautious?
But he's going to go crazy. Usually
he's got $400 million on the line. He got hurt last year.
This is the thing with the Ravens and then Lamar. If teams are smart, like teams like the Steelers and I'm telling you, if TJ Watt and they send a blitz at that nigga and then he gets lit up and he gets hurt, I mean, it's definitely all under. If Myles Garrett gets a hit on Lamar and he's out for a few games, they're gonna be fucked up.
Yeah, the few games gonna hurt them a lot because it's too tight right now in that division.
And then we saw what like the importance of receiver. You know what I mean? Like, especially, I don't think a lot of people understand because people looking at like the Bucks as a Buck, like, yo, why are you getting all these receivers? Tom doesn't trust them motherfuckers. When Godwin went down, and when Mike went in the playoffs playing the Rams, they double and triple covered Mike and Gronk, and he didn't trust nobody else. He still tried to throw him the fucking ball. I mean, AB was acting a fool. I mean,
So what's good for them is though they got a nice early schedule at the Jets, then the Dolphins, and at the Patriots.
Yeah.
Question mark there, and then they got the Bills week 4. So and then they got them at home too. So that is they'll get it to I think they may start 3-0 at the Jets, Dolphins at home, at the Patriots is how they start.
Well, Dolphins not gonna be easy out.
Dolphins and Patriots.
Yeah,
and the thing
Dolphins beat them last year.
That's surprising.
He said easier. I get what you're saying. You said easier schedule than their later schedule, but the Dolphins might come out there and heat some shit up, and then the Patriots, Bill was like, look, can't throw. That motherfucker can't throw. Double, triple team Andrews and single up Bateman and let's go get Lamar or something. You know what I mean?
That's it. Let him go down the field. He ain't got no arm.
See, they're
accurate.
Their tough stretch comes in October. October is Bengals, Browns, at the Bucks, Saints, at the Saints. So that's their.
You ain't beating the fucking Saints. I don't even want. I hate the fucking Saints. Though.
So back to back,
the Saints. They got famous Jameis.
So they go back to back at the Bucks, at the Saints.
Saints gonna be a sneaky team when they get. I just hate the Saints.
Yeah, they are.
An opponent. You know what I mean?
Jarvis Landry too. Now added to the mix.
They added some pieces, and then they got Jameis Winston back, who's still pretty solid, bro. I mean, if he fixes his turnover issue, he could be a top 10 QB. And before he got hurt, they were 5-1 or some shit like that.
I don't understand why the league did this. They put both Steelers games at the end of the year. I mean, come on.
For the Ravens?
Yeah, Ravens Steelers.
It's for the drama.
Oh yeah, we need that.
So they play week 14 at Pittsburgh, and then week 17 at Baltimore.
Because you know what's gonna happen? It's I could see those games, determining final playoff spots.
Both games in December. So no.
But those games are fun though, because like when you look at like remember them games when like
like this year
it's
at
cold
Baltimore,
out and shit like that.
Steelers need to win to make the playoffs, and they did it. At Baltimore.
I ain't mad at it.
So before we close over the next team, so what is the 9.5? With the Ravens with the 9.5, that is tough.
Yeah, that's.
Oh my gosh! If I had to pick just blindly, because I hate that bet too.
I hate it too.
Damn.
Don't worry, bro. I got you. I'll go over.
Oh my god.
I just believe in Lamar Jackson as far as the contract year, bro. I really do. Most people snap.
I gotta go over too, man.
I'm not dog.
They healthy. But the thing is, I don't like it. I could easily see them boys, Lamar, get hurt 3 or 4 games.
I see 9 again. Man, all these teams may win 9 because I see 9.
Oh Lord!
I mean, literally.
Yeah, he did say 999.
Yeah, he did say 999.
The Steelers. I'm gonna say this right now. The Steelers, even with Mitch Trubisky, Mike Tomlin is gonna find some type of way to win some games.
18 straight winning seasons for Mike Tomlin. Only team that hasn't had a losing season in the last one. So the second closest team is the Chiefs with the last 9 years. Steelers
and then they added Brian. What is Brian Flores coach now on your staff?
He's his title is defensive assistant. He does everything on defense.
Bro, how do you add a piece like that to already a loaded defense? That makes no sense.
And so it's not fair.
You see, ZZ, you got him at a solid 9, so you got him under.
Yeah, I got him under too. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So me and Jay got him over. You got him over.
Yep.
So moving on, man. Let's talk about this Cleveland Browns squad. So obviously the drama. Baker's gone. Obviously, the huge trade for Deshaun. We don't know what's going to happen with that. A piece that's not really talked about as much is Amari Cooper. Yeah. And we're going to talk about him because, Amari Cooper, I don't really like him that much. He gets a lot of, we'll talk about it. But I mean, they did lose some pieces, but they added some. Jacoby Brissett, so they're probably gonna start for a few games. But yeah, man, they didn't really add anything major. It's kind of the same squad. And obviously the big piece was the quarterback. So what do we think about Cleveland this year? Obviously Baker's gone. So they got that no more. They got Deshaun now. We don't know what Deshaun's going to come back and play. But ultimately, Jacoby Brissett's going to come in and start.
So swap out Jarvis Landry for Cooper.
He's better. Well, I'll say for that offense. What Jarvis meant to that offense was something crazy.
Yeah, he was something crazy, bro. I'm gonna say you can't really take away that production. To be honest with
you, his production is top notch for that squad. And then Amari Cooper, I just don't see him. I see him playing like a spread. Like when he was in Dallas, okay, cool, because you had CeeDee Lamb, you had Cedric Wilson, you had the major offensive line. Dak had all day to fucking throw. Cleveland has a great offensive line as well, but
I mean, sneaky loss. J.C. Tretter, the center, is gone.
Oh, they did lose him.
Yeah, he was legit.
They didn't. Who did they replace him with?
I never even heard of the guy, Ethan Pocic.
Is he a rookie or something?
No, he's a vet from Seattle. Seattle's backup center last year.
Okay, well, maybe you can't pay everybody, but yeah.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah, they did lose Jarvis. Austin Hooper's gone. I mean, they lost some pieces, but I mean, this is, like I said, a really loaded team. The Browns. The reason the Browns made this move, the Browns have a team that's supposed to win right fucking now. You know what I mean? Teams like the Browns and shit, they're a quarterback away. As long as they can score 25 points.
They've been saying that for 25 years, man.
But no, Cleveland, Cleveland's legit now, man. I don't even like Cleveland. I mean, your name's the Browns.
That's what they were saying. That's what they were saying last
year. The Super Bowl.
Yeah, and no disrespect, obviously, no racist shit.
For me, I still would have to see it with Cleveland. I've been hearing that for 25 years. I ain't never seen it.
Shit, who been saying that for 25 years with Cleveland?
Saying what?
The next quarterback is the next one. They're on their 30th quarterback in 20 years.
But Deshaun's legit, though. They never had nobody like him.
How many games though? We got to. That's a question mark with a suspension.
It ain't gonna be the whole season, obviously. It'll probably be like 5 or 6 games.
I don't know. It should be the season, if you ask me.
Oh, hey, you can't see. I told you once again. You can't listen to Zeke because you know what I mean. He might just suspend him out of the league just like Greg Hardy. Like he got
if you're going to suspend a guy for a couple parlays for a whole season, I mean,
but that's money, bro. We live in a what did they call it? Capitalist society. They don't give a fuck about prostitutes and shit.
So raping,
they don't give a fuck about that shit.
Raping over 60 women. Or being accused of raping 60 women versus
they don't care. They what they care about? They don't care about pussy. They care about money.
They
care about money.
Or even Tom Brady. Brady deflating balls got 6 games. So this makes no sense. But it's the judge who's going to decide. So that's collectively bargained.
Yeah.
And so the commissioner is not going to decide.
But the
league said they want a year. And the Players Association said they want 2 games, and the judge will make the decision.
I'll just say this though: when you mess with money, that's just across anything. You can't touch this world's money. The U.S.'s money. Like I said, I get what you're saying about but they don't care what's morally right. They try to save face. They don't really care about these women. They don't care about women's rights. They don't care. You know what I mean? Like we might. They don't care.
Yeah, we do.
Roger Goodell cares about Cleveland's ticket base, and they're saying, man, if Deshaun's not fucking out there, we're not buying tickets. We don't want to see Jacoby fucking Brissett and his fat ass head out there. He does have a fat ass head, by the way.
He got a noggin, but hey, look.
He got a helmet without a helmet.
I mean, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? You have what Cleveland has a two-headed monster running back.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, it's
offensive line crazy.
Yeah,
defense
still
is crazy. So that's what I said. That's why they're quarterback away.
They really are. When Deshaun sliding there, I mean, to me, I think Jacoby can hold it down. be in direct with y'all
for a few games. I mean,
yeah.
I look at it like this: like, as long as he doesn't, he's the same thing as Baker. You know what I mean, that's just to me.
Yeah. Baker's problem was turnovers. That's why I loved him so much.
Yeah. We been waiting for it. I was waiting for him to slip.
You lost your buddy, Z. You lost your buddy.
Me and TJ gonna miss him too. He a big part of that defensive player of the year.
Sacks.
But
didn't he have like 7 in one game? He had like 19 sacks in one game.
Yeah, so he played. He dominated. So Cleveland is always a beautiful team to play on the schedule.
He said they're always a beautiful team to play.
We'll see with a serviceable quarterback. We'll see with the quarterback that that knows his worth. He knows what he can do and he can't do. He knows he can't run fast.
If he's available, there's still a question mark. So we'll see what the judge decides. But I'll give him this. There is an upgraded quarterback.
Yeah. Let's see what the over-under
is.
Cleveland Browns. The over-under for them is, man, they ain't put them on this fucking list. Where the fucking Browns at?
Oh, because it's waiting on Deshaun. So they took it
out. Yep. You gotta be kidding me, Vegas. Vegas. See, didn't I say they don't play
because they don't want to
play about money, dog. They don't play.
If they put it at 10 and Deshaun is out the season, the world would bet the under.
Yeah, the world would bet the under. Yeah, they're gonna hit him.
If you listen to Apple Podcasts, YouTube, rewind that back to what I said. They don't care about those women. They don't care about Deshaun raping them, or if he did or he didn't. They care about money. If you don't believe me, why is the Cleveland Browns over/under on win-loss for the sports betting not posted? It's not even posted, dog.
Pending.
That makes no sense. They're trying to protect that money. They're trying to protect that shit.
But it just shows you how little they think of Josh Rosen and Jacoby versus Deshaun Watson.
Oh, I'm taking under too.
If it's
me too.
They might not win a game.
Relax. Oh man.
The schedule is interesting. Opening up at Carolina, so the Baker Mayfield revenge week 1.
Oh, they played Carolina week 1?
Week 1 at Carolina. At Carolina.
Man, that's gonna be fun right there.
That's gonna be fun.
And I just hate that Sean can't play, man.
Me too.
Just let him play that game, man. NFL, why don't you flex that game back? And if the NFL was really dogs, they would flex that game back. So when Deshaun is out there, because we know Baker's going to beat up Sam.
That's why I think the game. Well, I think it's going to be a 6-week suspension because week 7 is the Baltimore game at Baltimore, national TV.
Yeah.
So looking at their schedule, I mean, they got the Panthers, then the Jets, then Steelers at home, Falcons, Chargers at home, Patriots are week 6, and the primetime at Ravens. That's Deshaun's debut. If they're thinking about money, 6-game suspension, week 7 at the Ravens.
That may be money.
Deshaun at the Ravens.
They don't even have an over/under, man. Cleveland, like y'all, just to be determined. Your whole entire season just banks on Deshaun. There's nothing else to say. We want him to say. You have a nice offensive line.
If it's a 6-week suspension, the next games are at the Ravens, Bengals, at Dolphins, at Bills, Buccaneers, at Texans, Deshaun's return to Houston, at Bengals, Ravens, Saints, at Steelers, at Jaguars, Eagles. Woo.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, they're gonna need Deshaun for that stretch.
Yeah, that's a nasty stretch. I ain't even gonna lie.
To be determined, Cleveland. To be determined. But moving on, man. So, Z, man, this is what you've been waiting for, man. So your Steelers, brother. So we're talking about the Steelers. So obviously, Steelers, they add to the defense again. I mean, how do you add? You add Miles Jack, who's a young linebacker. He's 27 years old from Jacksonville. Juju Smith-Schuster's gone, man. They added some line help.
Sneaky ad was Levi Wallace, a corner. Really starter from Buffalo. Really good player.
Yeah, he was a vet. Yeah. They resigned some people for you guys, man. And then obviously the biggest piece, man, was Mitch, man. So Mitch is gonna come in and he's pretty much gonna start for you guys. He's not Kenny Pickett's not gonna start right now.
As of now, it's an open competition.
They say that. But.
I'm about to say I feel like that's cap, but yeah.
I think Mitch starts. The key is going to be Matt Canada, honestly, because last year he couldn't run his offense because Ben couldn't move, and so they say he's a genius with his offense. He got the quarterback he wanted. He could have chosen any quarterback.
Oh,
he chose Mitch. So we shall see. On the positive point of view, defense is going to be incredible. So they were ranked number 1 last year. Basically, bring everybody back. Oh, well, not everybody. So Joe Hayden's still out there as a free agent, but they replaced him with Levi Wallace, younger, faster, cheaper.
I like it.
So Witherspoon was the guy they got from Seattle last year. Surprise, made that trade for a 5th-round pick, and he led them in picks and was an absolute stud.
No, Witherspoon was like that.
Yeah, so they re-signed him, so that's good. They brought back Edmonds on a 1-year cheap contract. They cut his brother today, so that was interesting. And so,
who cut his brother?
Damn.
Yeah, so they signed Terrell Edmonds, and then they cut his brother and signed a running back from
the safety. They cut him?
No, his brother, the running back. So
I forgot about the other brother because I know one's with Buffalo. I was like,
the third brother. So he was a running back, and they cut him and signed a decent back from from Tennessee. So we shall see. But I mean, for Steelers, so Mike Tomlin has not had a losing year in 18 years.
You can't keep banking on that, though.
But
all good things come to an end.
It does. All good things.
Because eventually Tom Brady's going to retire. Like, everything's going to come to an end someday.
So they invested in their issue has been they've got the most expensive defense in the league, and they've got the cheapest offense in the league. So what a combination!
Tradition carries on because they did the same thing.
So in an offensive league, they're built like an old school team, and so that's going to be interesting. But from my perspective, it's a question mark due to the quarterback. So we'll see a lot in preseason. It's kind of cool because they've never had that. I mean, Ben was there for 18 years, so to finally have the transition, we get to experience what every other team experienced, not having a quarterback for the first time ever.
I'll say this, man. Like I said, I know it's your squad, Z, but brother, I'm sorry, man. Y'all still did not upgrade the offensive line. Like, I just seeing the struggle that what Ben went through last year with that offensive line, and Ben's a Hall of Famer. Now you put Mitch Trubisky behind the same offensive line.
Well, no. They signed 3 offensive linemen. So three new starters. James Daniels from Chicago.
Okay, that's one. He's pretty solid.
They signed the center Mason Cole from Minnesota to replace their small-ass center who struggled. He's got beef. Their issue was, Kendrick Green was getting blown back into Ben every other play. Now we got a 300-pounder in there, so at least he's got some size. And what
I like Daniels though.
Only game I saw Cole is when they rushed. They were the only team to rush for over 200 yards against the Steelers defense last year, and Cole was the dude blowing up holes. So they watched one game film and they said, "That's the dude who we signed," and they got him as the center. So they don't know. They gave Okafor a big contract. I don't know about that.
That's the D tackle, right?
No, the offensive tackle. So they re-signed him, and to me, he struggled. They got a rookie on the other side that I thought was better. He's literally one of the top 10 highest paid tackles in the league now. And I don't see it. But I mean, I guess question mark to be determined. But the key is going to be Mitch, because Mitch can move around. Ben was a statue, and Mitch can at least, as long as he doesn't turn the ball over, he can move around. Hopefully, he learned a lot from sitting behind up there in Buffalo. And so we'll see. So preseason's gonna be fun for me.
What you see with the Steelers, man? What you see with the Steelers?
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Hearing Z talk about the minor upgrade, I'm still Mitch is that key piece, right? Mitch is the piece because the thing about it is Mitch in Chicago really had constant coach switching, constant. It was literally a circus when it came from there. We seen him go with Bills, was a more secure structure located with a team, and then when he played, he balled. And now he's going to another situation or a team that has a lot of structure. So, but I don't trust that line, bro. He getting smacked.
This is my thing with the Steelers because I'm just like James Daniels is a really good. I don't know if he's a Pro Bowler or not, but he's a really good player. But this is my thing, and this is what's like
two-time Pro Bowl.
So he's legit. He's the best offensive lineman on the team. But I look at it like this: like Najee Harris is a good back. I get it, but he's gonna have the same type of success. I'm not saying that I don't think our offensive line is that bad, but I like Saquon Barkley, right? Saquon Barkley, as good as he is, as soon as they give my man the ball, he's tackled.
That was Najee last year, breaking tackles for 2-yard runs.
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying.
Najee is a filthy, bro.
Right, bro. That's what I'm just saying. I'm just like, as much as I like Najee, as much as I like Saquon Barkley, bro, you're never gonna shine because your offensive line is trash. You know, if nobody blocks for you, and as soon as you get the ball, you got defensive linemen at your feet. Like this is in high school, man. You know, these defensive tackles and defensive ends are just as fast as you. It doesn't, and that's the funny thing. You might be looking at me like I'm crazy, but you know, they might be I might be, hyping that. But they're not fall off of it.
Najee still ended up with 1,200 yards rushing. So as bad as you
but
talk about,
that was Ben. But that was with Ben at quarterback. But 1,200 yards is kind of not. They gave how many carries did he have?
300.
Where is that ranking in the NFL?
Well,
it might be like second or it's definitely top 5.
Yes, I don't know about the carries, but he was 4th in the league in yards, total yards.
Total, like rushing?
Rushing and receiving, total yards.
Yeah, because they did throw him the ball a lot of the backfield and stuff like that. I'm just like, I do like Najee. The over-under they got them at 7.5. And for Pittsburgh fans, they're like, what, man? They think we're going to suck.
That's over. I don't even have to look at the schedule. They haven't had 7 wins since 1985. I think how old was I? I was a baby. I was a kid.
So 7. So they're predicting the downfall
because Ben's let's see. We'll see. Yeah. Look, last year they predicted 7-2, and the Steelers were in the playoffs.
Did they? The last it was 7.
That was the greatest bet ever over the 7 last year, and they won 9 games.
And where they at right now? So where they sitting at the over and under?
Same 7. Same.
Oh well, I'm betting over that though. I'm betting over that. Like I believe Big Z when he said they can all go 9-9-9.
I don't know, man.
I'm going over.
I'll say this.
And you also got to think about too. Look, we talking about Browns with Deshaun.
That is my only. Like if I was going to bet a season total, that would be my only bet from this division. The Steelers.
I just think there's no way that a bad season.
You think the Steelers going to win 6 games? Mike Tomlin has not had a. He has not had a. Hey, look, they had. Listen to this. They had a winning season with Duck Hodges at quarterback.
Well, see, he played some of the season though, Ben.
He played the last 6 games. Ben got hurt week 2. And everybody thought they were going to tank the year and finish it, and they went ahead and made the trade.
But that division wasn't as loaded as then. The Browns was trash back then. It was trash. Browns, like, you can't beat the Browns like that no more. The Bengals, now the Bengals are legit.
The combination.
It was just the Ravens in that division at that point.
Mason Rudolph and Duck Hodges? Yeah. I mean, literally.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Tomlin didn't get Coach of the Year that year.
If I had to pick, I don't like this bet either. I'd stay under, but that's just. I just think there's some of the pieces along the defense is going to get hurt, and then Mitch is just going to do stupid shit.
The good thing is, so they got closure with Tua finally retiring. Interesting locker room dynamic. They replaced him with Larry Ogunjobi from the Browns, dude who beat up Mason Rudolph after the incident with Myles Garrett. Ogunjobi is the one who took Rudolph out, and they're going to be in the same locker room.
Well, it's the NFL, so these guys are, they're trying to, but it's about money. Larry, I'm pretty Larry. You like, hey, I'm happy you guys signed me. You know what I mean? I get paid. So it is what it is. So, but
keep your hands off them.
I think they play the Bucs this year, right?
Yeah, in Pittsburgh.
We're going, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right. So you heard it here first. We're going to the game. It's in Pittsburgh, right?
Yes.
So that's nice. That's a nice little. I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Hey, that's fine. You see our teams and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That's all right.
I got to see that. And the thing is, I mean, and this is the thing, man. Bucs, if y'all don't come to play, I mean, we saw what happened on the fucking game. Bro, they lost. Bucs lost to fucking Washington when I went.
So adding Julio Jones is nice. Speaking of the Bucs.
Yeah, man.
I
mean, what is he going to be? The fourth receiver on that team?
It's a nice luxury.
That is a nice luxury. He's going to give you 5 games. So for them 5 games, it's a nice luxury.
Yeah. Because if you think about having him go against, let's say, the fourth corner.
Yeah.
That's barbecue chicken. That's easy. And with Tom Brady at the helm, yeah.
Right. I just look at it like this because now Julio, I mean, I don't want to hold it up because we are talking about the divisions, but I mean, having Julio and now if Godwin's knee is not right, having 2 guys that can beat man-to-man press coverage. Like I said, that's why AB, man, I don't think people understand is AB is an idiot. I get it. But that motherfucker.
He's a baller.
Man, I'm sorry. Like when he was in Pittsburgh and what I saw with him with the Bucs, like he's top 5 ever. I'm talking about like just legitimate skill at the receiver position.
Who would you put?
He's a Hall of Famer.
Who would you put over him? If he was at the 5th slot per se, who would you say?
He
is a Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer? Like obviously like Jerry Rice, Terrell Owens, Randy Moss.
Okay.
After T.O., Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, like bro.
No Calvin?
Well,
bro, he's
what's going to affect him is his post-Pittsburgh stuff with the media. I mean, he quit on the team, didn't show up for Week 16. When they were fighting to make the playoffs, he didn't even show up to the game.
We talked about the media.
Yeah.
That's the only.
Yeah, we talked about the media before.
Situation,
and that's going to be held against him.
That's
and then the stuff with the Raiders, all that stuff with the Raiders.
Oh my Lord!
Yeah, bro.
He almost be a Mike Mayock.
And then the ending.
We'll get it at some point.
Think about that ending with the Bucs taking his jersey and pads off on the field and walking off like that.
Yeah, I'll say this but I'm saying as far as talent, you know what I mean? Like, let's say they made. Just think of this: they made Terrell Owens a 3rd or 4th ballot Hall of Famer. They put like people like Marvin Harrison and like other guys over him. Like I like Marvin Harrison.
Marvin Harrison, nice.
He played with Peyton Manning indoors on grass. I mean, on turf, no weather, no mud. You know what I mean? Like, Edgerrin James and all these people.
Yep.
My man played opposite of James Thrash and Todd Pinkston with the Eagles. You know what I mean? But
yeah, Thrash was fire. Back then, hey, it's fire, bro. You tripping? It's fire. You know you're fire, bro. All right. Let me
James Thrash.
Let me just stop fucking with y'all. I'm just going for it because I gotta put my fellow people. All right, I don't hit no slander.
Who's the other guy? The guy from UCLA, Freddie
Mitchell, my man, with the little belt.
Y'all lost me right there.
Hey, he's bringing me back now, man.
Y'all lost me right there. Y'all got me. I ain't even gonna act like I know.
But hey, moving on. That closes out the AFC North. So, Jay, let's talk about your division, brother. I mean, so we'll start off with the Broncos. Broncos, man. Obviously, they made the trade with Russell Wilson, man. They Teddy Bridgewater's going. They re-signed some people. They brought in some little small pieces. They brought in Billy Turner, who's a really solid tackle from the Packers. He's a really good tackle. So they're showing up the offensive line with the Broncos, and then they added some DJ Williams, who's an interior lineman for the 49ers. He had a few sacks last year. a proven starter. Josh Johnson at quarterback, Tom Compton at tackle, Randy Gregory, a defensive end from the Cowboys, former first, was he a second or third round pick?
I mean, Randy Gregory can rush for sure.
He can rush.
They got Jewel too. This guy I was reading about the other day. This linebacker, like Josie or something. Yeah, because he was nice.
Dude. Yeah, he was pretty slow. Nice. He's slow, but he can definitely make plays.
Yeah, he was making plays.
So I mean, Broncos. I mean,
comes down to Russ.
Yep. Yeah, and honestly, I got to see it, bro.
Get a hold of him, bro.
I got to see it, bro. Come on now, bro. We got to.
I got to talk about this now. I don't think Russ really care about football like that. I see my man out here in the media now, man. It's cool having the time of his life and stuff like that. He like the end of the night, man. Mm-hmm. You know, I got these Sierra cheeks, man.
Sierra cheeks, man. He living good, bro. I mean, you know, you gotta stay in there and continue making that money, though. You know, because she making money. You know, that's how you gotta go.
She ain't getting that type of money, though. I mean,
she ain't getting that type of money.
She getting money. She ain't getting no Russ money, like. You know,
she's not getting Russ money. Hell nah, I don't think so. Hell nah. This man got the payday. He wearing his own jersey at camp. I rarely seen that. I had to go looking for that. Because I saw that picture and thought, man, that's common.
The kids, it's not his.
I mean, well, no, you know what? I take that back. It might light a little fire on them because he going with the Broncos. Seattle been nothing but a stagnant, spiraling downward organization for a little while now. So it may be refreshing. He come with weapons and stuff like that. We're not worried about Russ, man. We were not worried about that. I think it take time in jail. He is a vet, you know, but I don't know, man. I'm not really worried about him. Oh, hold on. I started training camp. Randy Gregory out. Offensive line Billy Turner out. Wide receiver KJ Hamler out. Denver also plays Christopher Allen. Not too many people.
Training camp. They doing this. A lot of these guys don't want to do training camp.
No, they're out of shape. They couldn't pass the conditioning test. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's it. Was outlined. Yeah, I see that.
Partying too much, relaxing too much in the offseason.
Hey,
and then they show up and can't pass the test.
Who were the guys again? Billy Turner's all old linemen.
Billy Turner, Randy Gregory, KJ Hamler, Christopher Allen, and Tom Compton.
Soon as you said Randy Gregory, bro, are you on that shit again? Are you on the shit, bro? Because you know you look like my man. What's my man from the PJs? What's my man? Hey, what's my man name from the PJs? Somebody put that down there in the comment section, dog, because my man looks just like my man from the PJs.
That's wild.
Crackhead, you know what I'm talking about, man. You didn't watch the PJs with Eddie Murphy?
I have, bro, but that's wild. I gotta look at Randy Gregory first. Like I don't know. Wow, I gotta look and see the comparison.
I'm just fucking with you, but no, he's just talking. Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just talking. You don't look like my man. I'm just saying, bro. You on this shit again? You know what I mean? You already been suspended for the shit. You're like, come on, man. Yeah, and now you can't pass conditioning tests.
Yeah.
So I mean, Denver. I'll say this, man. Yeah, Russell Wilson. It comes down to that. Are these guys really legit ready to ball out? Because this division's hot, man. And when we get to Jay's Raiders, they're going to fuck people up. I'm sorry, because they got some pieces that's really going to light people on fire. All right? But, I mean, then you got the Chargers. And we just, you know, man, I don't know what's going to happen with you guys. And then we didn't even talk about the Chiefs. I'm talking about everybody else. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. Bro, you got Russell Wilson, but look at this division.
Yeah, it's rough. Man. It's rough. I mean, if I'm looking at time, I'm looking at like standouts. Standouts being Brett Ripon and PJ Locke. If those are your like day one, boom, they're hitting you standouts. I'm not worried about them, bro. I'm not worried about them. Those are the guys that are like wowing people. If I see Cortland Sutton just cooking somebody on the sideline, he broke some ankles, and I'm like, oh shit, fuck.
I'll say this, man. The over-under with the Denver, they think the Broncos are legit. 10.5. That's strong as shit. That's more than that's the highest we've had since we started.
Yeah, I'm doing
under. Hell yeah.
They think the Broncos are legit. 10.5 wins.
Under. Stop playing.
Yeah, that's a good bet.
You gonna have to show me, baby.
You got to show me.
You have to show me.
I'm with you, bro.
And then if they start off hot, then I bet on the other side and say, yeah, but you gonna have to show me.
Money
That's how you
wrong.
do it.
Right.
I ain't losing too many bets, brother. I'm sorry. But that 10.5 is steep, man. And that division, come on now.
No one. I don't see.
Nah, that's wild. That's wild.
Yeah, moving on, man. Who's the next team in this? Chiefs, man. So Chiefs, they lost Tyreek Hill, and nothing else really matters, dog.
And Matthew on defense.
Matthew was big.
It's gonna be a change in the guards in that division because I'm telling you, Chiefs ain't gonna be the same team that they were.
Both their safeties, even Swords and the other safety, both of them went to the Saints.
I'm a white guy, unathletic white dude. He just reminded me of somebody at the gym. You know what I mean? That just look in shape. But I mean, the Chiefs, man. If you're a Chiefs fan, I hope you kind of enjoyed your time because I'm telling you, you guys are really gonna fall because Patrick Mahomes put some shit on tape. That I mean, NFL defenses are gonna key on, especially without Hill.
Yeah,
because he really looked like a bitch in that fucking Cincinnati game, man. I mean, he looked like trash. That was the game. Didn't the Bengals beat the shit out of him or something like that?
Yeah, they washed him.
No, as soon as Matthew got hurt, they kept attacking Sorensen. That poor guy kept getting.
Oh yeah, he was getting cooked. They were like, "Oh yeah, that's easy. Drop it." Boop, boop, boop.
Kansas City, man. Let me look at your over under, man, because I don't really got too much to say. I done already made up my mind on Kansas City. You guys might finish last in the division. I'm sorry. 10.5. Oh, that's a steep under. I'm sorry. I like you, Patrick. You're gonna be trying to. You're gonna be out there running for your life, bro.
I'm hearing that the standout of their camp is Juju Smith. Juju. Show me.
Do you know about him? That motherfucker ain't gonna beat nobody.
No, he's
as a number one. He's the number one.
No, he's
the number one.
He's a solid. Yeah.
No, I think Marquez Scatman is number one.
Oh, Scatman.
Yeah, that sounds messed up, but I believe that.
He's
Juju cooler too, though.
But he's no Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, neither of them.
Man has a jetpack on.
You can't play.
You know, you saw my nigga versus the fucking Bills. The Bills had me going. That's why I'm picking the Bills to win the Super Bowl. They're like, oh,
and they got an issue at running back because the LSU guy has not been very good. That Clyde's Edward-Helaire.
He has a fucking problem. You know what I mean? He lost his confidence. They brought in Ronald Jones.
Yeah, Ronald Jones to.
You know, I don't want to say too much bad about Ronald Jones because we had obviously his agent on the show, Selwyn Roberts, and if he's watching. But at the same time, and then obviously I read Ronald Jones' mom, lovely lady and lovely family, man. But yeah, man, I'm sorry, Kansas City, man. I'm just sorry. I'm honestly picking you guys last in the division. You know, and you heard it here first. I mean, that's just my opinion.
I still think they're better than Denver.
I think they're better than Denver. I mean, because I think Marquez and Juju Smith, if they're clicking,
I'm sorry. Them and Denver are going to battle out for the bottom of the division. That's just my opinion.
Because they still got Kelsey, and they still got
Kelsey. Yeah, so it's like that still is a legit wide receiver. That's still a legit offense from there.
Yeah,
I mean Orlando Brown is.
You got to pay my man.
Yeah, he's holding out. So.
I'm reading right here.
He's the second best player in your offense. Hill's going though he's the third. He's behind Kelsey. It's Mahomes, Kelsey, and Brown. You better pay that man.
Frank Clark took a pay cut to come back, so that's gonna help.
Yeah,
because he only had 4 sacks last year, being paid one of the top edge
trash.
Oh my god. So over under on them was 10.5. We all picked under, right? 10.5.
Yeah, I think we all picked under. We with that.
All right, man. So moving on, man. So Jay, bro, It's your Raiders, man. So they made some moves, brother. So obviously, at the coaching,
a lot of moves,
bro. You guys brought in a coach and what? Josh McDaniels now.
Yep,
McDaniels. This is the best job he's ever had. So they brought in Chandler Jones. They brought in Devont. Man,
and I'm saying though, and then bro, I'm happy
for you. I'm telling you.
Sneaky addition is Demarcus Robinson taking him from the Chiefs.
Chiefs, yes, exactly. Very sneaky.
Yeah, man.
With Hunter Renfrow, Darren Waller coming back. He's gonna be healthy. I think he's gonna be really healthy. I think he's gonna be in there because we didn't have him for the first half of the season too. Like he was out having issues.
And I'm sorry for the Raiders fans because y'all like, yo, what about the other people? I'll go to y'all brought in Keelan Cole, really good receiver, solid receiver. Brandon Butler, defensive line. You brought in, you have Jaron Brown, and people don't even know who he is. He's a really good inside linebacker. He punishes people.
Bro, I'm so excited, bro. I'm so excited.
This starts and ends
with trash last year.
It starts and ends with Devontae Adams. I mean,
for real.
Adams, dog.
Bro, for real. No, it definitely does. Because I get tired of the narrative about the Derek Carr thing, and this is kind of making me nervous too because this is the first time Derek Carr has had a legit number one. He's been always in that B tier. Bro, we done talked about it. I'm pretty sure me and Big Z talked about it too. That he's always floated right there.
If you look at it like this, so they're replacing Zay Jones with Devontae Adams.
Mm-hmm.
Keelan Cole's pretty good too. Like I said, underrated guy. Then you said they brought in Demarcus Robinson.
Yeah.
And
so he replaces that guy Edwards.
You still have Darren, so you can't double team Darren, man.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm about to say even I got Mac Hollins is looking alright too. So I guess
we even say nothing about my man Max Crosby, my favorite player on the team.
I was waiting for that. We was gonna leave that alone for a little bit.
That might be one of my favorite players. Him and just obviously I'm a Bucks fan, but outside of Jonathan Taylor and like Aaron Donald and stuff like that, like Max Crosby is one of my favorite players, man. There's no stopping him.
Max.
The only reason he didn't have like crazy production is because he got double and triple team.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
They got Chandler Jones on the other.
And he still had great production though. Still for that.
You have Chandler Jones, a legitimate All-Pro.
Then we got Trey in his second year as our safety too coming back, and he did fucking well. I can't.
So their issue is going to be offensive line. I mean,
100%, 100%, and that's really dicey.
Let me see. Did they bring in any linemen? Did you bring in any linemen?
Nobody. Not. And I'm mad. Good retired too, so that left us in the pinch. I'm not gonna lie.
Nobody really. They brought in
nobody. Backup. Yeah, we brought in the backup and we drafted the guy from the what Tigers? What Tigers is it? I'm trying to figure out what team it is.
Damn. Well, I mean, I'll say this: the Raiders' offensive line. The thing is, you can kind of scheme that up. Josh McDaniels, he could probably have Derek Carr on the move. Like, why is he gonna hold on to the? And the thing is, all those guys get open like that. Hunter Winthrow is nice. Get open. Hunter Winthrow is always open.
100%.
Always open. You know what I mean?
Always.
It's crazy. I don't know. And then you add that with Devontae Adams, probably two of the top 5 guys as far as just always open.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Great.
You think guys like Cooper Kupp and Adams and Winthrow and Keenan Allen. You know what I mean? I like Mike Evans. Is Mike Evans always open? No, he's not. You know what I mean?
No, he's not. He's not.
Is Hill as fast as he is? Is he always open? No, he's not. It's just the route running ability. It's just crazy.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And before we get to that, before we move to these Chargers, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm calling this. I don't know why people are so excited because we made sure they didn't make it. We're the worst team. Do not forget that. I don't give a fuck about anybody else. I give a fuck about the quarterback. I give a fuck about the defense. We kicked their ass out for our good people down there in Pittsburgh.
Appreciate y'all.
So I before we get in that, I'm just saying I like her, but I like the team. But
cheers to the Raiders. That was the one time I say, look, and remember when I did have that the Raiders, well, the silver and black Hawaiian shirt to represent the Raiders.
I remember that.
Oh yeah, he lost a bet. Yeah, he lost a bet.
Who knew I was foreshadowing the end of the year when they would come through for us?
He gonna always get on the back end, bro.
But the thing is, bro, it's more Raiders shit we got to talk about because the Raiders over underdog. Let me look. Oakland Raiders. Well, Vegas Raiders. I'm sorry. Vegas Raiders 8.5. That's a big over, bro. That's
over.
The best.
Only concern that offensive line, and if Carr gets hurt,
man, fuck that offensive line.
They signed a bunch of quarterbacks to back him up. I mean,
they got to scheme some shit up.
3 new quarterbacks.
Man, I'm gonna just go down the Raiders schedule.
Let's talk about it. Yeah,
this is like, Z, remember we talked last show? I was all over the Colts with their win-loss total. Remember that, right?
Yeah.
This, bro, this is one of those you take out a loan and you do like my man did.
You go crazy.
Because this is hard to miss, man. Because where's the schedule? Please hurry up. Just load up, man. Computer moving slow as shit. All right, so week 1. Oh, I forgot y'all played the Hall of Fame game. But anyway.
Yeah, we played against the Jags.
I see that. Raggedy ass Jags. So week 1 of the regular season, they played the Los Angeles Chargers. That's a win. They play the Cardinals. They're gonna beat them. They play the Titans.
At LA?
Or the Chargers?
Yeah. And it's revenge. Revenge from how they ended the season last year.
Man. We're gonna talk about the Chargers, but the Raiders are much improved. The Chargers are too. They did add Khalil Mack and some other pieces, but Raiders got something for them. You play the Titans week 3. You're gonna smash them because you're playing right in Tannehill. You play Denver, division opponent. I get it, but I see them beating them. You play Kansas City. You already beat them when you didn't really have a lot.
Man, didn't have shit.
Texans. Now the New Orleans Saints, I could see that being possibly
that's a
weird
matchup.
game. Saints is their defense just crazy, and then they added some other pieces with Michael Thomas coming back. The Jags, the Colts, it could be tough. They could probably beat them.
Oh damn, you're back in Pittsburgh again.
Oh yes, sir. I may be back.
Oh shit, you may be back. Week 16, the Pittsburgh game, so we're gonna have to see, fellas.
Christmas Eve.
Oh shit, we got to do something major for that. We got to, somebody had to go buy somebody a birthday. Christmas present or something.
It's a Saturday game because that could be a quick trip and back for Christmas.
Yeah, no bullshit. Hey, man, we'll talk about it. I should be in a better position for that.
8.5 with the Raiders, man. I'm smashing them.
Yeah, so cause what I think honestly, just picking these out. Let's say we go split, right? 49ers, I got us winning because Trey Lance is still young. Patriots, I got us winning. That's 2. Seahawks, I got us winning. That's 3. Colts, I got us winning. That's 4. Jags, I got us winning. That's 5. Texans, that's 6. That's easily 6 dubs. Easily.
And they got them at 8.5.
And at 8.5.
With Devontae
I'm sorry, 7. We counting Titans. They're easy dubs. It's barbecue chicken. You know what I'm saying? So that's 7 easy dubs. 7. Come on, dog. Man, look, I'm at a point how long like you're mad, dog. We mad to go in.
No, I'm being serious, dog.
I'm dead ass.
No, and the thing is, I'm not playing.
Show the hands.
Just letting you know, like I've been kind of looking at these lines. You know what I mean? I just been like, I'm trying to get this dough. I'm telling you, this sports betting shit is real. It's now legal. So there's a lot of people that really got money now that you're like, yo, how does this guy drive, or how does this guy do this stuff, and he doesn't go anywhere and he doesn't do anything. He might go out at night to an occasional sports casino or he just leaves out in the middle of the night. But why does he have so much money? Is he a drug dealer? You know what I mean? Bro, ain't that funny as shit though? You know what I mean? Like if you live in a nice neighborhood or something like that, and it's like, yo, this dude only leaves out in the middle of the night. Is he dealing drugs? Is he running guns? No, he's going to the sports betting casino and picking up his check.
That's it. That's the best time to do it. Nobody on the road. You in and out. Boom, boom.
Yeah, man. Just watch your back. But I mean, moving
on. Watch your back.
Oh, my bad. What did you got for the over under 8.5?
Raiders, I'll take them over.
Yeah, I know you didn't like them that much, but I mean, especially with the division, I get it.
That division is hard, because especially the road games. I mean, Kansas City's not an easy place to play. Chargers not an easy place to play.
No, it's not. But I mean,
at Denver's not easy either.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Even I gave them a split. The 7 wins I counted was all non-division games.
Yeah.
So it's like that's crazy.
So so when we look at the non-division ones, okay, all right, let's see.
Titans can we agree on? That's one.
Okay, so they got at Dolphins. So they start out Vikings at home. They should win that. At the Dolphins.
Wait, that's preseason though. That's preseason.
Yeah,
we talking about regular season.
Their first regular season game is the Chargers.
Oh, Chargers.
Yeah.
At the Chargers. That's a hard game. That's a revenge game.
But that's what I'm
been thinking about that all off season.
Mm-hmm. They can sit there and hold that L too. But we can split it. Yeah, we can split it. We'll split it.
Cards, I'll give them a win. At the Titans, traveling across country.
Titans lost. They lost Roger Scaffold and their best receiver. Who don't even know who their number one wide receiver is.
I'm right now as a dub.
You're banking. You put 8 in the box, stop Derrick Henry, and just keep it moving because you don't respect nobody on that offense.
So yeah, I'm counting that as 2. That's 2 so far.
They beating the Titans. They beating. I'm shit. That might be a game. I might throw a lot of money on that game. The fucking Titans and Ryan Tannehill.
I would say next we got Texans. I think we can all agree that's 3. I'm leaving Saints alone. I ain't touching Saints. I agree with you on that.
Yeah, what's the over under?
8.5.
Yeah, I think I see them. Well, they could win 9. I say 9.
Yeah, 8.5. And the thing is, I think they do something crazy. Like, yo, I remember what y'all used to do to me. Like because now Hill's gone. I think they sweep the fucking Chiefs. To be honest, because I mean, the Chiefs, bro, you lost Hill. You lost Hill.
Yeah.
And now the Raiders got a solid defense. They got linebackers. Their corners, they're young, they're improving.
Yeah.
And then I mean the head coach, I think now he really wants to shine now. You got a good squad.
Yeah, I think so.
But we spent a lot of time on the Raiders, man. Like I said, as you can see, I'm excited about the Raiders. For sports betting purposes, Jay, that's your squad.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Let's close up with the Chargers, man. So the Chargers, obviously they brought in a huge piece, Khalil Mack, man. So he's adding opposite of Joey Bosa, man.
That's gonna be filthy. Yeah, that's gonna be filthy.
I will say this about the Chargers: they did lose pieces. Brian Balaga, a Pro Bowl lineman for many years, is gone. Linval Joseph, a really good defensive tackle. Chris Harris.
They lost Chris Harris?
Cornerback is going. They brought in Gerald Everett, tight end. Bryce Callahan from the Broncos, who's okay. He can't get beat. Mm-hmm. Kyle Van Noy, who's okay. Morgan Fox, the interior D line, who's okay. They did bring in J.C. Jackson, so I will say this. They let Chris Harris go because they got in J.C. Jackson, a young.
J.C. Jackson, nice.
Really good for the Patriots. Austin Johnson, defensive lineman. So I mean that's kind of. They let Nwasu go, the edge, since they got Khalil Mack, which I understand.
Makes sense. Yeah, that's an upgrade.
Yeah. They brought in Deontay Carter from the Commanders.
Van Noy replaces Kaiser White.
So I guess for the pieces that they let go, they brought people to replace them. So I get it. So the Chargers. I mean, a lot of people are high on the Chargers this year, man.
I don't trust their coach.
I don't trust them either. See, that's what I was gonna say. That's now you see why I'm so excited about the Raiders, because the Raiders might fuck around and beat the motherfuckers twice.
From
they're gonna split.
From a betting perspective, that damn coach will give you an ulcer. I mean, his ass.
No, you can't.
Let's go for it on 4th down at our own 10-yard line.
Yeah, you can't. You take the Chargers. If you take the Chargers, you take a money line. You don't do
you take Chargers. Hey, y'all playing with this man, bro.
I'm just saying, man.
I don't trust him at all. That's why. I mean,
they
with their talent and that quarterback, they should be a Super Bowl contender. They're one of my favorite teams to win the Super Bowl. But that coach,
check this out, Z.
I don't trust him
this
at all.
man blows games. Last season, the win total was 9. 10. They think they're legit. 10.5. The Chargers in that division.
They should be with the talent, but that coach is.
That coach gonna do some stupid shit, like you know. He gonna do some dumb shit. He gonna lose about 2 or 3 games.
And keep on doing it. We love it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we love it.
Oh, a shout out to the reporter. Was it Chris Harry, man?
Chris Harry.
For the Chargers, doing your thing, man. Hopefully, we bring you back on before the season. And like I said, I love the Chargers. I love their squad. But brother, we got to see what this head coach, man. You know what I mean? Like, ask him what is he doing out there. This isn't Madden, you know. Can't go for it all the time, you know. But so 10.5, fellas. What do we think, man? 10.5 with the Chargers. AFC West, man. Russ is there. The Chiefs.
It's so hard because I love their team. I love the talent, offense, defense.
They got the talent. They got
an offensive line. They got receivers. I mean, but it's been like that for the last, we'll say 5-6 years. They probably had the most talent.
Yeah, they had the most talent. Where they end up getting their ass kicked out by us. This is what we talking about, man. That's what we talking about, man. I mean, you know, I'm just stating facts.
10.5 with the Chargers, man. That's tough, man. Like I said, in that division, I do think they'll be second. I just think the Raiders just run away. I think the Raiders do something crazy, like lose 1 or 2 games. I think they'll be like a top 3 team in the NFL. That's just.
Top 5. I'll say top 5.
Well, actually, no. I'll say this because Buffalo, they might go undefeated.
Oh, Buffalo may go crazy. Yeah,
Buffalo might go undefeated, and then the second team I'm really, thinking about is probably like obviously the Bucks. With the NFC side is kind of sauce for real.
Yeah,
from a betting perspective, I'm fading the Atlanta Falcons.
Everybody is.
Every week, I'm fading the Falcons. I mean,
who's the starting QB? Is the rookie starting?
Mariota. And he always gets hurt. And then they got Desmond Ritter as the backup.
I'm a fan of Desmond.
I like Desmond Ritter, but
you're right. That's Bobby you're checking. Yeah, he's
a young guy. It's Atlanta. My man blowing all his money.
They got no offensive line.
Oh yeah.
And they got a tough schedule. I mean,
yeah, and like I said, once we get to that division, that division is trash. Other than the Saints and Bucks are just gonna be battling it out.
That's it.
Look, as we're reviewing all these good teams, I keep seeing Atlanta on the schedule.
They play everybody.
I'm counting them as a loss on every team we've reviewed. I'm like, wait a minute, that is the bet. Fade the Falcons. Oh, that's gonna be the theme.
Yeah, fade the Falcon, the double F, the Fenty.
All my peoples in Atlanta, sorry, but it's gonna be fade the Falcons this year.
I'm not. Y'all should bet with us. Be happy. It's easy decision.
Courtesy of charge to the game, man. Like I said, get that Bet US Sportsbook app, man. And start betting some shit, man. Let's get this money.
I got that right now.
Hey, I hear you, bro. But let's see. So the Chargers with the 10.5, man. So,
I'm going under.
Well, under.
Yeah, I think they split a lot. I can't see it. They go. That's a hard one.
I think they get a solid 10.
I think they get a solid 10 too. But
10.5. Because the man he like, man, we 10.5. Oh, we're gonna lose this game. I'm talking about the head coach. You know what I mean? Shut up.
Hey, bro, you're slow, bro. You're slow.
I'm just saying.
Something wrong with the guy, ladies and gentlemen. I promise you.
Man. I say a solid 10, so under. That's just my opinion on it.
I get it.
They make the playoffs. They second behind Vegas to me.
100%.
What you guys think?
Oh, that's hard.
It is.
I want to say over, but I don't trust the coach. So it's under.
Man.
Gotta be under, bro.
This guy, man, like he coaching like he playing Madden. I'm telling you.
If he was just an average coach, that's a Super Bowl team.
Well, where did they find this guy? He's not a. He's a
Rams defensive coordinator. So he stayed in the same stadium, just moved to the other.
Oh, okay. So he's the Rams defensive coordinator. Yeah. So the same Rams we have Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah.
I will see. Okay.
So it was a simple LA to LA move. Hey, let's just have him move across the hall.
Man,
they got the number 1 defense in the league. Let's move him across the hall and become the coach.
Boy. We'll see. But I mean, I like Khalil Mack. I like Bosa. Shout out to the Chargers and that squad. But man, that kind of closes the show, man. So AFC North, AFC West. I don't really have any bets to give right now. Obviously, I don't bet baseball and stuff, but Big Z and Jay, man, did y'all have anything for the people as far as bets before we close out, man?
Nah, man. NFL coming, y'all. Sit tight. Could be good money, I can tell you that much.
And look, Ravens in the preseason, like we talked a little bit about.
We talked about it last show, yeah.
Ravens team.
Yeah, y'all seen that quarterback last year. Y'all seen the quarterback last year, so yeah, I'm with it.
Tyler Huntley. And
Tyler.
He played the last 2
games. Yeah. I told you the quarterback last year. We were always talking about that. He was cooking. That's barbecue chicken for whomever.
I want him.
Easy.
I want the Bucks to get him back up until time. But
that'd be crazy.
Before we go, fellas, a little NBA news. I want to talk about it. We haven't really touched upon it. What do we think of this Kevin Durant and Donovan Mitchell situation?
It's wild. So, did you see the news? The Heat are out. Basically,
for Kevin Durant,
so Heat are out on Durant. So we're talking about Celtics or Toronto. So
we got to talk about why in the fucking Celtics? Why are you trying to get Kevin Durant, dog?
I mean, for JB,
but bro,
I like JB too.
But you gonna give him more than that? You to giving a picture?
No, they are.
You're not trying to get even swap.
They trying to get revenge for that Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett trade where they traded the 8 first-round picks to Boston.
But Boston ain't do shit with them. They ain't won shit. You know what I mean? But they supposed to win with that. But why I'm just like Boston, like, bro,
because they don't want to give Jaylen Brown a max. His contract ends next year.
I'm just saying though, like. Kevin Durant
signed 4 years.
You know, it would be different if it was like Kevin Durant for Jaylen Brown. You're giving.
I don't think
you're giving up smart. You're giving up probably the big center.
How about this though? Ultimate conspiracy theorist. Kevin Durant and Kyrie their whole strategy is to make this crap up this offseason to screw over Phoenix and Miami's offseason signing free agents. Just wasted all the time. Try to trade for Durant. They lost PJ Tucker, and Phoenix got stuck with.
Did they come back?
Yeah, Ayton's max deal. They had to match. They had 24 hours, and then they go back.
They come back?
Yeah. Well, think about.
I heard somebody say that. I did hear somebody say that. So they trick everybody, blow up everybody's team because they tried to sign both of them, and then these teams didn't get the size guys they wanted, and then they come back, and then now they should. But I mean, I'm just like Steve Nash. This motherfucker is horrible, bro. You and Jay can get put together by the coaching staff than that.
Hell yeah.
But look, that's who they wanted. That's who they wanted. That's KD and Kyrie's choice.
Yeah, because he doesn't say no to anything. He's like, hey.
I mean, think about the Nets. The Nets did everything for KD and Kyrie, and then they said they went out. I mean, come on.
But Kyrie said he's staying. KD is only
because there's nowhere for him to go. That's
nobody want Kyrie as a headache.
He tried to save his rep.
Only LeBron, only the Lakers. And the thing is that everybody, Lakers trying to be slick. Lakers, y'all funny as shit. Trying to be slick. Hey, I'll trade you. Russell fucking Westbrook Bro, Russell Westbrook is trash.
Yeah.
Garbage. Man, I can't wait till all that.
Did you see the trade they offered Indiana?
Who? Lakers?
Westbrook for Buddy Hield, and they wanted Buddy Hield and Miles Turner for Westbrook.
Oh my God!
I know Buddy Hield, but Miles Turner too.
Yeah, both of them. That's what Lakers.
Lakers. They got a.
I wouldn't trade Russell Westbrook. If I was the Pacers, I wouldn't even give up Buddy Hield for Westbrook.
I wouldn't give up a bag of potato chips from the vending machine.
That's the issue. Westbrook. So the
What?
Pacers said add 3 first-round picks, and Jeannie Buss doesn't want to trade first-round picks because she wants a team after LeBron retires. LeBron wants to blow it up and try to win right now because he only got a couple years. So that's the disconnect. So Lakers they're gonna run everybody back, have that old team again, and then we'll see.
We're gonna see. I mean, I'm calling guys out though, man.
But yeah, Heat announced that they're gonna bring everybody back. So Heat are out, and then they lost PJ Tucker, so that makes them worse.
My man have to step up though, because I mean, anytime you try to bring in a player like that, like bro, why don't you want to play against comp? Jason Tatum, bro, you ain't nobody, man. What's the dude from the Suns? What's the dude that was talking about? He was like Kobe, bro. You ain't nobody, right? You know, people like I said, y'all not that cold. Y'all nice people. You're okay. You know what I mean? You're not elite. You're not top 5. You know what I mean? You're not that cold. You're just okay players. We all saw what happens in the playoffs. Like Jason Tatum did have some solid games in the playoffs.
No, I'm about to say Jason Tatum fell short in the last series, which is he young, I get it, but that man cooked. That man did cook all the way up.
In the playoffs, he did go up. I'll say this though. Yeah. Boston had the best team in the whole fucking playoffs. They supposed to
by far on paper, yeah.
That he didn't have to. All he had to do was score.
And they got better. I mean,
he brought in Brogdon.
Malcolm
Brogdon and Gallinari.
They signed Gallinari.
Crazy.
An instant bucket. I mean, bro, that's enough. You should win. It doesn't matter who.
But
bro,
now
you have defensive players.
Jaylen Brown gonna be mad because they put his name. I mean, he was the best player in the finals, and they want to trade him and keep.
He was the one
Jason
with the ball.
Tatum.
You know what I mean? What did Jason Tatum? Well, I don't know. Jason Tatum.
But you saw his Jaylen Brown's tweet. WTF?
Yeah. Because you know what he's saying? Like, yo, like I'm that nigga. Trade that fucking Jason Tatum nigga. You know what I mean? That motherfucker's the one that doing shit.
Trade doesn't happen. They got to show up in trading camp.
Yep.
And all them issues.
Quickly, what do we think about Donovan Mitchell? What's gonna happen with him, man?
That's crazy. So trades happening. I mean, they keep saying the Knicks, but Utah wants, if they got all those picks for Rudy Gobert, what are they going to get from Mitchell?
Yeah.
I mean, they got a king's ransom from Rudy.
And Toronto's a dark horse for Donovan Mitchell, too. And I actually like that.
To be honest, I don't give a fuck what's going to happen. If Kawhi Leonard is healthy, Clippers fucking everybody up. I'm telling you.
Nice.
Because I'm telling you, a lot of people sleeping big on the Clippers.
They were really good.
If Kawhi Leonard is healthy, you know what I mean? Him and Paul George is gonna fuck shit up.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, y'all be like, yo, Kawhi Leonard ain't that okay. Yo, you just forgot.
I mean, John Wall, sneaky signing.
Wall? No, we don't know what we're getting with John Wall, so I'm leaving that where it's at.
Yeah. But hey, let's close out the show, fellas. So, like I said, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel, man. Charge it to the Game Sports Podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify. Like I said, create you a Bet US Sportsbook account, man. Start getting in on some of these bets. Like I said, the offer still stands. It's going to be standing all season long. So if you bet $100, or if you load $100, you get $125 of free betting money. They're matchy, man. So, like, it's not like you just putting just cash in there. You're not getting a return. If you put $100, they're giving you $125. You know what I mean? So it's free money. That and then Simply A vitamin gummies, man. So use the promo code. Go ahead and get you some vitamins, man, and get healthy for the COVID season, which is gonna be coming right around the corner. You know how people when they get cold outside, people get sick.
Yes, sir.
You know? But yeah, so we'll close out the show. Make sure you guys take it easy. We'll see you next show. Peace.